We must perceive the voice of God. Perceive means to be aware and conscious that it is God that is speaking. That I can hear a like donkey talk, a donkey, and know that God is talking. We must perceive, be conscious and aware. That's, I should come to church and somebody tells me something and I don't look at the person. That's, forget the reputation of the person. Whether the man is arrogant, he's a fighter, he's a brawler. He says something and in the heat of the moment, I should perceive that is God telling me something. I should come and sit here and the pastor is preaching and there's a word that comes. I'm like, God is telling me something. We must perceive, be conscious and aware of the voice of God. In 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 4, that the Lord called Samuel and he answered. Who had called Samuel? Did he answer? He answered. Isn't that good? It is. Except there was a problem. Let's read verse 5. And he ran unto who? And said, do we have an issue? We have an issue. There's a serious problem. Who had called him? Did he answer? Who did he go to? Who did he answer to? Eli. Went and woke that old man from sleep. For thou callest me, and he said, I called not, lie down again. And he went and what? He laid down. And this thing happens till today. That God is talking to somebody and you attribute that voice to another person. You say, hey, Pastor, hey, something just told me in my spirit. My own spirit just said, the day that your own spirit starts to talk to you, because that's one and the same thing, then it's a mental case. We send you to a mental what? Hospital. My spirit. No. Something ministers to the spirit. In Romans 8:16, the Bible says what? The spirit, capital S, take note. The other one is small s. Now, the spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit. A like witness speaks. So he speaks to your spirit. He speaks to your spirit. That you are children of what? Of God. So many people these days attribute the voice of God to someone else, something else. My spirit said, something just told me. Who is that something? What will just tell you? Because many things can tell you things. We must perceive when God speaks. I believe firmly that many mistakes we have made in life would not have occurred if we heard the voice of God. Many mistakes. I believe that without a doubt. Many decisions that have damaged lives or we have slight regrets over would never have occurred if we heard the voice of God. God does not have a problem. God is speaking. Amen. God is what? The problem is people are dull of hearing. There are people who are so sensitive. That's so sensitive to the voice of God. Sensitive. They miss almost nothing.